All right, welcome back to the shop, and to me, welcome back from SEFF. And boy howdy, as you can tell from the title of today's video, we've got some things to talk about and things to show. It's like show and tell, but maiden flights, right? So I'm just gonna, right off the rip, play back-to-back attempts one day. This was, I forget which day, it doesn't matter. First day I tried to attempt to fly, and let's roll it.
You ready, Mr. Joshua?
Sure, why not?
Let's fly.
Yeah.
Go shoot some bees.
Yeah.
I'm kind of at a stage where I want to know if I'm going to have a So obviously it's a little bouncy up there. I was getting nervous. So you ready, Mr. Joshua?
Sure, why not?
Let's fly a thing.
Yeah.
Go shoot some peas.
Yeah.
Field is yours. Oh no.
The tail thing has broken off. That thing. Grab that thing.
Yep. Gotcha. What can I do to help?
Those are cosmetic. Those functional ones are still good.
That's good.
A little bit of damage on that tail though. That's okay.
I mean, at a glance, I think she came through okay.
It's so weird.
Wait,
because
you did the other one again? Oh yeah, they're both gone.
it's so weird. Like it didn't want to take off until
Yeah.
I throttled off.
You cut the thrust angle?
I don't know. Let's taxi back.
Yeah.
On you.
You can watch the video if you want.
Whoa! That's
See, it just wants to nose over.
No. Oh.
All right, so now you know why we need to talk about things. So through those two failed attempts, number one, first and foremost, yeah, there was a little bit of damage. The antenna broke off, obviously, on the flip over, not a huge deal. I did lose the spring, not a huge deal. Felt bad because it's on Mac's field. Not a huge deal, but I know Mac really likes you to clean up, but could not find that spring. Anyway, so apologies to Mac. Second, I did lose connectivity of some of the landing wires, not the functional ones. The functional ones held up great. All of the solder joints held up great. It was the fiberglass. The fiberglass tabs that are built in, I kind of figured they might break in some of these situations, and I figured, I'll address that when we get there. It happened. So I've got some repairs to make on those, but that's nothing that's going to stop us from trying to fly. Now, analyzing the first attempt, that's pretty straightforward. So I'm taking off, and you can see that the tail kind of lifts up. But that's even though I'm given full back elevator. So that's 2 things. Well, maybe 3 things. Nose heavy, number 1. Down thrust, number 2. And then rolling resistance, number 3. Rolling resistance is an interesting one because we're going through this takeoff attempt using the Dubro inflatable wheels. Okay, so as part of that, I've seen this happen before on textile runway where the airplane is so heavy that there will be a ripple ahead of the airplane as it rolls down the textile. Now, this can also translate in these rubber tires where there's a ripple on the tire itself. You can see this in slowed down in slow motion in some like drag racing situations, but that's like where it's pulling. But you can have the same effect when you're pushing or just even rolling on anything. That's why there is a minimum pressure rating for tires, right? So anyway, I thought about maybe pressurizing the tire up, expands a little bit, might rub on the wheel pants. Forgot to bring my inflator adapter. That's on me. So strategy next was 2 things. So I could address 2 of the things. So I did have a nose down CG forward position. So the idea was to move the CG back to where it's dead on in the neutral position per the recommendations in the manual. So I just simply moved the battery back. That's it. Move the battery back. And then in addition to that, my throws for my elevator, I had dialed back to 90% to get into the range that was recommended in the manual. So I jacked that up to 100%. It's not a whole lot of additional throw. So I was feeling comfortable that I wasn't going to essentially stall the tail, especially if I'm in a more nose down configuration. Yeah. And if I'm moving the CG back, that would be less prominent. So, armed with those things, let's go back to the field and show you what happened next.
It's the design of it. It's my own fault. It was my design based on the full scale.
Yeah.
I read the book. They're like objects that I think kind of like the early century you get, kind of like that kind of well, yeah, I read the book of history of various things that happened with the shipping in that area, you know, and it was really a collection of. I'm good. What? Thank you. Kind of melted into one narrative.
All right, so clearly we have maiden flight. Really great to see. As you can tell on takeoff, there's a little burble, and that's me just simply getting to know where the CG is, in addition to how it relates to my control throw on my elevator. So still flying in a nose-heavy configuration. Nose still wanted to point down. In addition, it just, even on power off, it wanted to continue to nose down. Now, the big cheat code that I found was the flaps. So the flaps, I deployed the flaps and deployed them half and then deployed them full. And I noticed that things just really seemed to null out in terms of lift and nose attitude, etc. So the cheat code was clearly to land with half flaps, and that worked quite well, still getting to know this airplane. I don't think I landed slow enough. I think I was overspeeding a little bit, but that's okay. Again, still getting to know this airplane. But armed with that information, here's the next flight.
You okay?
have to hold a lot.
You're holding a lot of up elevator?
the stall.
A little bit, yeah. Little roll to the left. You can actually go fairly slow, but
How's she behave on flaps?
quite nice, actually.
Flaps down.
Ooh. That's the cheat code right there.
Full flaps, well behaved.
Landing left to right.
Hey, you kept the tail wheel down. Nicely done, sir.
Thank you. All right, so that flight was different, not better. But what I did do going into that flight, again, moved the CG back. Just to try to get a little more weight off the nose, and takeoff was better, but flight was worse. A little bit too much on the tail heavy configuration, okay? In addition to that, flaps helped a little bit more too, and again, getting to know this. Now, additionally, I did modify the trim. I trimmed the elevator. I took all of my up trim because I needed all of the up trim on the previous flight. So I had retrimmed to both sides because they're on independent servos. Retrimmed both of those so that essentially the top, because it's airfoiled, the tail is then essentially flat rather than the elevators being centered. And that worked great. I think what I want to do at this point is eliminate the variable of CG. I want to go back to the previous battery position with the trim reset and see how things go. So there are some repairs to make before she flies again. Probably will fly again before the end of summer, but maybe not anytime soon. However, we do have flight, and I am getting the gas engine prepared as well. It's getting on motor mounts, and I'm getting ready to make sure that it runs well. I've got a 20cc DLE that I think will do just fine. The prop that I flew on was a 17.6 on the Sunny Sky motor that I had. It's 120 amp ESC, and the 7,000 6-cell battery flew for about 4 or 5 minutes and came down storage charge. So it's flying exactly as efficient as I expected it to. Flies about half throttle, which is great. And so I couldn't be happier with the power setup. I don't think 30cc is required for this model. I think it's overpowered. And that tracks, because I previously built the Seagull GBZ for a club member, and that used a 20cc engine, and it flies great. Same wingspan. It's not quite as heavy, but it's got the same drag profile. I mean, it's there. So take that for what you will. This is my maiden flight. Lots of things to learn and go through and study and continue to learn how to fly this work of art.